Hey YouTube, I'm here today with the card of the week, number 1234. It's the fourth card of the week, and today I want to discuss a card that I personally think is game-changing, is staple, is every bit as good as the original Synchro monsters from the Duelist Genesis. I think it's just as good as a Stardust Dragon and Goyo Guardian and Red Dragon Archfiend were, and Thought Ruler. And that is Leviair the Sea Dragon. Ultra Ultimate Rare from the new set Generation 4. So I did a little bit of discussing on him before when I went over my Dark World deck about how good I think Leviair is in that deck. Leviair is a great card in a plethora of decks, and especially with the new ruling on XYZ monsters. The ruling of detaching a Sangan is, and you still get your search, turns this card into a +2. It's and makes the XYZ, the fact that you have to exceed for it, not a minus at all, turns it into an overall plus, which makes Tour Guide from the Underworld even better. If you saw the YCS, both guys who won made 3 copies of Tour Guide from the Underworld, and they were even playing Rhinoceros from the starter deck, Dawn of the XYZ, and they were both using Tour Guide to make Rhinoceros, and now you're going to see a lot of people using Tour Guide to make Leviair. So I'll read Leviair's effect for you. It's rank 3, 2 level 3 monsters as requirements. Once per turn, you can detach 1 XYZ Exceed material from this card to target 1 banished level 4 or lower monster. Special summon that target to your side of the field. 1816 Wind Aqua. Now, a banish, for those who don't know, is removed from play. It's the new wording in the new problem-solving text. And it's either banished, so you could take your opponent's banished monsters. Just be careful what you take back. You know, I doubt you're really going to want to take your opponent's Tengu and give him another one, or take his Lone Fire Blossom, unless you're going for game with that Blossom. Otherwise, your opponent can do some shenanigans now that you're putting it back into his graveyard. But you can use Leviair to recycle stuff like Plague Spreader, stuff like Browse and Snows and Dark Worlds, stuff like Lone Fire Blossoms, Formula Synchron, in case you're playing a Chaos version of plants. And so basically, this card also is really good in a deck that I'm working on now called Tour Guide Agents, right? And I just want to basically explain the concept. And this deck will, if they actually do bring back Blackluster Soldier, I will definitely play the deck. It's basically running agents, but throwing in 3 copies of Tour Guide from the Underworld, Sangan. And if Blackluster Soldier's out, these are more than enough darks to fulfill your requirement for the darks. And light summoning for Blackluster Soldier, adding yet another boss monster to the deck. But basically, the way that it works is that there's a lot of banishing in agents. You know, you could have Agent of Miracle Jupiter. You could banish him from your graveyard. It's a special summon Master Hyperion. Destroy anything on the field if you can. Then, you can normal summon Tour Guide from the Underworld. Fetch Sangan from your deck. Exceed summon for Leviair the Sea Dragon. Then, detach Sangan to revive. Search your deck. Grab Honest. This is actually, if your opponent has a Reborn Tengu on the field, I believe it is an OTK, because you have 18, it's 27, 18, and then you could drop another 17 by attacking over Tengu. So depending, or just if he has the bigger your opponent's monster, the easier it would be for you to OTK him with this combo, because this right here on the board itself is over 5,500 attack. My math's probably off, but I'm doing it just fairly quick. And then next turn, if you can keep Leviair alive, you can detach Tour Guide to get back whatever you banished from Master Hyperion's effect. So basically, that's how you can use Leviair in this. Plants, obviously, you can make 3s really quickly. You know, some versions play Junk Synchron, some versions, but all of them play Lone Fire, Dandy, Sangan, and now you're seeing a lot more of this guy. For those of you who aren't up on prices, Tour Guide from the Underworld has recently sold for over $100 each. Get your set now if you really want to, if you're a competitive player. I understand 100 is not exactly a price for people if you're not a competitive player. Because I predict when the Dark World deck comes out, because of her ability to grab Brow, assuming that Sangan isn't banned, Tour Guide from the Underworld, I predict, will eclipse the $200 mark. I think you're going to see Tour Guide being an extremely versatile card, and with the new XYZ ruling, it's very important to be able to just get your pluses. You know, you could just... Leviair is game breaking because he makes the graveyard, or the banished pile, graveyard number 2. So, I'm going to give Leviair, honestly, a 9.9 out of 10. Its only flaw is the attack, but it doesn't really matter its attack, because it on summon, it's reviving stuff from places that nothing else can revive, right? Obviously, it's balanced out, but you can't revive huge things like Master Hyperion, only level 4 and lower. But I mean, honestly, we see what you could do with one low monster and another one. You can quickly make a lot of really good stuff. So that's my card of the week review on Leviair the Sea Dragon. Pick up your copies now before they go up. Generation Force is due out August 16th, and I hope you guys get as many packs of it as you can and get what you need. Get your Steel Swarm Roaches. For next week's card of the week review, I'm going to do number 34, Terabyte. So with that, I hope you guys check the wind-up Zenmeister tin. We're up to 10 contestants, 6 more, and I will lock the tournament, and the winner of that will get a wind-up Zenmeister tin. So with that, I hope you guys had a very good time watching the video. Enjoy and subscribe.